Good morning and welcome to Life and Style. This is Relationship Wednesday. You know, every Monday we've got Inspiration Monday. Then we have Artistic Tuesday and Artistic Thursday. Fridays are Feel Good Friday, but Wednesdays we talk matters of the heart. So it's Relationship Wednesday right here on your favorite TV station, KTN, and the show is Life and Style. I am your host, Chris J. Atemo. We are on Talk to Pastor Chris, where we get to deal with topics, questions that you do send to us, things that you'd want to get clarity about and perspective, and we deal with them right over here. I've got, as usual, a panel together with me. Not as usual that the panel is predictable, no, but just because we do a panel, but they're always very fresh, and I do know that even today it's going to be good. And then, of course, we've got a live audience, and we're coming to you from the Michael Joseph Center at the Safaricom House along Wayaki Way. Remember, we're coming to you from the Michael Joseph Center. It's a place where young people come and showcase their talents. It's a very good place for if you want to do anything, music, anything that is artistic, you'd come over here, you'd find this place to be a very resourceful place. And we are going to go straight into the topics. We've been dealing before on Talk to Pastor Chris just with questions, but then we changed the format a little bit. So we're dealing a bit with topics, but then we will engage you. So make sure you engage us too. KTN Life and Style is the hashtag. Talk to Pastor Chris is the hashtag. We want to talk about the languages of love. We want to talk about the languages of love. Well, people do talk about that, and generally agreeable that there is 5 languages of love. Anybody who knows that?
I think quality time. For me, I really like...
Could you hold your mic from the middle?
Oh, I like when I have someone that we spend time with and, you know, they care about me, they care about everything about me. If I'm sick, they talk to me, they encourage me and all that. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Acts of service is pretty cool.
Acts of service?
Acts of service is amazing. Like, I don't know anybody who doesn't like to be served or taken care of, you know, like, you know, being treated really nice.
Right.
Okay, some people get weirded out or creeped out by that.
Right.
That's them. But acts of service is one thing that I really, even my wife knows that. You know?
Okay.
It actually rubbed off on her, by the way.
Can you just give the 5 so that my audience is up
All
to
right, because
speed?
guys are a bit confused, right? Okay,
Yes.
so I hope I remember the 5. I know there's quality time.
Okay.
There's acts of service. There's words of affirmation. There's touch. And there's gifts.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So when you talk about acts of service, what do you mean?
For me, acts of service, let me put it this way. If you are with me or I'm with you, then I would want to treat you in a certain way.
All right.
For example, if I know my wife likes food in a certain way, right?
All right.
Then there's a way that I'll make it. You know? There's a way that I'll make it. There's a way that I'll serve it.
Okay.
You know? I'll take the table, I'll put the food in front of her. You know, if it's a favorite TV show or something, I'll put it. If it's music, I'll put it. I'll just take care of her, you know?
All right.
And on the flip side, it's the same for me.
Okay.
You know, if it's acts of service, she knows that I like massages. She knows that. You know? I like massages, you know. It's a bit of touch and acts of service.
Right.
But at the same time, I also like being served.
Okay.
Whether it's food or something. Mostly because she thinks herself big portions of food, but so that's a reason of actually just delving into the acts of service. But being served for me is something that I really, really appreciate.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Milka, do you know your love language?
Yes, I do.
All right.
And I think service is the priority one.
Okay.
I love being served and being served with care.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I love being touched. Touch is very effective. And I think in the African setup, our men really need to learn how to touch our women. Oh, yes.
Amen.
I mean, you need to treat me right. You need to touch in the right places, you know, and even to get me excited and giving myself more to you or to that relationship. So, yes, those are the ones I love most.
Keith is looking at me.
I think I'll just take gifts. Acts of service has been taken, quality time and touch has been covered quite well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but for me, it's, you know, it depends on what space of time or period I am in my life. But gift is a good thing. Gift is a good thing. as I'm actually open to gifts now or later. Yeah.
Some people struggle to get gifts, not because they don't want to, but they want to have the element both of surprise. They want to have the element of surprise to the person that they're gifting. Like somebody wants to buy you something, they don't want to ask you, Keith, what is your shirt size? So they wanted to have an element of surprise, but then again they want to bring a gift to you, and they don't want you again to reject what they brought. So that you say, look, I do a 15.5 on my neck, and this is a size 16, so I need to find somebody else. So how's someone supposed to go about that?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know who should start because...
Let me start.
Yes, please.
You've been there?
You have to be creative. You have to be creative in the way you ask. I remember this one time, we were sort of dating this guy, and he kind of mentioned,
I'll
he
come
showed
back
me
to that sort of dating.
the size and the shoe that he wanted. So that's how I knew, of course, and I kept it in mind, and I went and bought it. So
How did you get him to mention
you have to be sharp.
How did you get him to mention the size?
No, when you're walking around town, maybe he says, oh, I like that shirt, or maybe he sees someone else like, I really love that shirt, so you keep it in mind. So you have to be sharp, you have to have a nice memory, and you have to be on the lookout as well. Yeah.
I think for me it's easier because I'm married, so I know my husband's size, whether shirt, trouser, I just get to check. Then anytime I need to surprise him, I just go by. I know the colors that he loves. So for me, maybe it's easier. But for maybe somebody who is dating, don't live with this person, you could even use a friend,
But there are men who live with their wives, married men, and they'll still do a terrible job when it comes to gifts.
How? Because here...
I'm the second one.
Pastor Chris, get serious. You already have her clothes in the wardrobe, or her tops or trousers. Check out or take that cloth, go shopping with that item that fits her, and have the measurements right.
It's
Yes,
not
easier.
that easy. Let me tell you why it's
I
not
think
that
it's
easy,
easier
right?
to buy the gifts for men, right?
No.
Our shirts, it's definite,
I don't even know about, because I'm one of those people who, by the way, like, at least my wife knows if it's my shoe size and all that, right? But I just can't seem to always get it right with my wife. Like, if it's her fashion sense, like, we'll go shopping together and I look at something and I'm like, oh, would you like this? She's like, no, And what she does is she always tells me, by the way, the surprise is that you'll take me to a place to shop. You'll tell me, look at what you want. We'll go pay for it and I'll tell you I'm paying. That's a surprise, that she's actually going home with it. Because I can't surprise her to save my life when it comes to clothes. I'll give her the wrong look. Or I just can't.
David, I'd advise you to be more keen, because you need to pay attention. Probably she's hinted. She's even come with it.
I've known her for 10
but
years.
you've not been paying attention.
Whole 10 years and you still can't get her size right. You need to get serious.
No, the size is okay. I think it's a fashion sense because...
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because one time, I understand what you're saying. Because one time I was in this place and I had about 3 people with me. We all agreed this dress looks very good. So I take a photo and send on WhatsApp. It was her size. And then she says no. Man, I was devastated. All 3 of us agreed it looks very good.
Yeah.
And 2 of the people who were there were ladies, because I needed to get a lady's opinion. And we all agreed, this looks very good. Then I do a WhatsApp, and then she says, no, I don't like that, because there were some pleats which were in one place or something, so those details.
Yeah.
I think it's a guy thing. We tend to get it wrong. Even I love gifts, but I've bought white wine for a red wine person. I've bought chocolates for someone who doesn't eat chocolate. Like that person. Who doesn't like flowers? I bought a lady flowers once, and she was like, why did you get me flowers? Like, who does not like flowers?
I know.
So
you need to get to know this person at such a very personal level, and get to know what are their likes, what colors do they prefer, what designs of outfits would they like, do they love flowers. I mean, when you're relating with somebody, maybe you're buying for someone who you are relating with, it is very good to be keen on their likes. What do they love?
Let me get down over here, and I want to find who has ever bought a gift and it was the wrong one. Okay, do you buy gifts, you guys? Do you Who has the microphone? Do you buy gifts? All right.
Okay, my name is Prince Rairo.
All right.
Yeah, I'm an upcoming artist.
All right.
Yeah. So the question you have asked, we do buy gift, but not often.
Not often. But when you buy it, do you get it right? Because Keith is saying that this missing out is a man thing. So when you buy it, do you get it right?
Yes, because at the first time you meet with the girl, you do ask her the question, what she likes. So you keep it in mind. When you're going for the gift, you buy it as a surprise.
So
Okay.
if she says she likes shoes,
How many times will you buy the same gift? For example, as you say, she likes shoes. Will you always buy
kind?
shoes?
what kind of
What
shoes?
kind?
I mean,
Yeah.
what color?
Only, let's say, like once in a given time.
Then after that, you need to ask another question.
This questionnaire, the questionnaire
Let
isn't
me
working.
tell you something, Chris, right?
Right.
I think even Milka, for me, the reason why it's not that simple is because I believe that two types of images when you're dealing with the person that you're with. There's the immediate image and there's a perceived image. What I mean by this is there's what somebody might like now,
Right.
but then there's a way that you can see them in a different status, you know, in a different elevated way of life, for example, and you tell them, you know what, I think you would look nice in this. But because the perceived state does not look the same with the realistic state, they might not like that thing. And then after a while you realize, 2 or 3 years, the very same thing you suggested is the very same thing that they now like.
So even when it comes to the issue of gift, and I need to move on to the others, even when it comes to the issue of gift, you've got to keep on trying to find out where this person is at, right?
Yeah.
When all else fails, just ask. It's good to just ask someone to get it right. You know, what do you like? Just tell me. You
So
know.
that's okay, right? We don't have to always surprise people.
we accept. It's okay.
No,
You've been fair.
but also this thing, Matilda, the minute you ask and say, you're told, hata huwezi surprise mtu. You know, it's like, so it,
surprise me, she
and then it's defeatist because maybe there's a lady friend I've had for 6, 7, 8 years I've known her. I've never been able to get it right. And she's just my friend. You know, this is someone who, you know, she's just a friend. And I haven't gotten it right. Like we've never been like, thanks, Keith, this is nice, you got it right. No. So
What about this issue of quality time? What forms quality time, you know? What forms quality time? What are some of the things that, if I want to spend quality time with somebody, what are some of the things that I need to look at? What happens?
I think understanding or knowing the things that this person likes. Maybe, for example, she likes watching movies. Spend some time with me, watch a movie with me. I would appreciate that. That's quality time. Okay, I love walking, even if you don't.
appreciate.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, even if you don't.
Will I be a quality companion?
Yes,
that?
sometimes all I need is for you to be there with me.
Wow.
Yes, you may not even need to understand what's happening in that movie. But the fact that
But
you're
is it
there
quality time
with me. Oh,
Even
yes.
watching soaps?
It's
Yes.
quality to the
It's
to the
quality.
recipient.
Like
Yes.
if I could just sit there and just be on my phone even. That's
And that's why I'm asking what's supposed to happen to make it quality time? Because now, if you're on your phone, I don't think it's quality time.
it's
Not
yeah.
on your phone, yes. Of course, you're maybe watching with me and I'm updating you, but,
But Matilda
maybe you're not
Kasi,
keen on that.
not-
It's Milka.
Oh, Milka.
Milka.
Sorry.
Right.
Matilda, you should tell us.
There could be a Matilda sitting somewhere.
Matilda knows herself.
Okay.
So what if, like, if I'm not at all like interested, and even you know that, so why would it interest you to have me sit there with you?
Wait, I need to ask the young people sitting over here. Do people still go to Uhuru Park and Central Park? Do people still go to the parks? People do that? Anybody with a microphone, give the microphone to anybody. I love these two gentlemen. All right.
Okay, I'm Brian.
Right.
Brian Yananga. Okay, nowadays, at this era, our ladies seem not to like the nature. They seem to like the fancy things on high restaurants, you see. Yeah, it's
So they don't like going out to the park, sitting over
no.
there?
Even if you go right now to Uhuru Park or Central Park, you just find the street kids there. It's no longer in use.
Nobody's going there, just sitting over there and talking.
No,
I
it's
think that
very
is
rare.
real
It's
quality
rare.
time.
It's
I
rare.
actually love Central Park and the Uhuru Park. I love going there to write. You know, my wife would not go with me. I'll have quality time with nature alone. You know, but you asked a great question about what actually consists of quality time. You know, Again, it also depends on if, for example, I'm with Milka, you know, and has this quality time and mine is not. For her, then I would be inclined to cater to her in that quality time. For example, if it means a lot to her, for me to be away from my phone, and I'm just sitting there, presence, you know, where she can be like, oh my gosh, did you see that? I'm like, what happened? You know, and she tells me, you know, she's happy, you know. But for some, if I'm with you and I'm on my phone, I'm on my Twitter, which my wife hates, I'm on my Twitter and she's watching something, it doesn't consist of quality time because they don't feel valued. It's all about, does the person feel valued?
Right.
Yeah.
And the reason I asked about the packs is because, you know, I feel that right there's very little distraction. Because we sit in restaurants, we mostly go into places where there's Wi-Fi. You're sitting with this person, you're responding to every kind of stuff. You've seen something on Facebook, you're showing each other, have you seen this, have you seen this? You know, so you're sitting there, the two of you, but the discussion is not about you.
Yeah.
Is that quality time, Keith?
It could be okay because it could be fun. You could be poking fun at things happening. You could be talking about, you know, current affairs or the state of affairs. You could be talking about things that, you know, surround the people around you or family issues and whatnot. It's actually not a bad thing because then you can reflect on things together at the same time.
Okay, what I think quality time is, it's supposed to be quality, you know? It's time, yes, but it's supposed to be quality. Because I feel like a lot of people just do the way you said, they're on their phones all the time, you know? They don't really spend it with you. And you feel weird. You feel like, are those people more important than me? So I feel like most people should learn how to make time with their partners and just be there. Be present, especially maybe during hard times. You know, there are people who maybe go through a lot of things and their partners are not there for them. So I feel you should be there for your partner in all ways, you know.
Is it okay, and anybody who will be over here, I need to hear, is it okay to ask your partner that, look, we're going to spend 2 hours together and no phone calls, no touching the phone or nothing? Brian, you still want to talk?
Yeah, I want to add something on that.
Right.
I want to add something on that, yeah. Quality time, the sheer factor is that quality time comes along with attention. No, attention. Right. That's the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right.
I wanted to add that one.
Okay. Somebody else who has something else to say.
To me, I think it's not a must to tell the guy that you should not touch your phone. Yeah. You can do anything.
I disagree.
As long as they're there.
Yeah, because there's a message, let's say like an emergency. It can pop up like a notification. And you don't know.
What if you're about to shinda a house for this relief? Yeah, you're about to shinda a house.
But you can imagine, can you pass that microphone to any lady? You can imagine you're sitting with somebody and every 2 minutes, they're trying to check whether there's something.
It's annoying. It's really annoying. I hate it.
Is that still quality time?
No.
So
Let me hear from you. What is quality time to you? Hold your microphone close.
Okay, quality time is whereby you are with me, you're giving me quality attention. Yeah.
So full attention.
Full attention. No phones, no TV.
So, Pastor, you find some guys, probably you're out with them, and then they're busy checking other people. You know, their eyes are so busy around the room. Like, focus on me. I'm here for you, you know. Like.
But that's being aware of the environment.
You know,
no.
Whenever
so
people
annoying.
do these things like, you know, couples retreats.
Yeah.
So I know a certain group that had this, they were doing this exercise in a couples retreat. And so everybody was asked to go with their spouse into a room for 1 hour and just talk. Just talk. No phone calls, no nothing.
Go?
Just talk, the two of you. And there was this couple that say, you know, after about 10 minutes, the guy had to go and make a business call. And that actually used to be their biggest issue. Like they could not converse.
Yeah.
I know people who cannot talk if the TV is off, if the house is quiet. They wouldn't talk. They have nothing to talk about. So I don't know how quality, what Keith was talking about, and we talk about current affairs. What happens when all of this is not there and we can't talk about the two of us? Is that still quality?
Because I mean, after a while, if you've known each other a while, I mean, what's the intrigue? Like, I understand there's that affection for each other, but life then transcends to be more than just saying how round your eyes are or how this sparkles and that sparkles. There's more to it than makes us tick. I mean, there could be something that maybe my mother-in-law, you know, or my sister-in-law, or my brother, you know, all those things that our life have become, I think, which would be more, because those are usually the details.
All right. Now that you've mentioned that, you've brought me into the other one, which is the words of affirmation. You know, how important is that to men? Words of affirmation. Because if you ask any lady here, you ask Milka, you ask Eugenia, you ask any lady here, they really want to hear every day. Oh man, every lady wants to hear. She wants to hear that she's fine. She wants to hear that you believe in her. She wants to hear that she belongs. She wants to hear that she's dressed well. And she wants to hear all of that, you know. And then with the ladies, sometimes, if I told Milka that, you know, I don't think that dress was appropriate, I could mess up her entire mood because it has gone beyond the dress. It has gone beyond the dress. Everything is attached to something else. But how important are words of affirmation to the man? Any young man over here, before I come back to Dave, is it important for you to hear a woman say, "You look good"? Or is it important for you? I'm going to pick the gentleman at the back over there in the maroon cap. Please pass. Because ladies want to hear, they want to hear good words, but is it important for men?
Yes. My name is Robin Nyabuto, aka OG. Yes. So it's very nice to hear from a lady that I look good. Because it makes you up your game in some way. Maybe go get some new clothes. Maybe to impress her the next time. Or trying to get a comment next time.
Okay. I like that. Trying to get a comment. Give the microphone to the gentleman in front of you. How important are words of affirmation? The other one.
I'm called Mwangi.
All right.
And I see when you are told you look good, that's impressing. And you'll go further doing something good so that you can be told you look good.
All right. In just a minute, Dave, how important words of affirmation to a man?
I think words of affirmation are extremely important to men. Sometimes they may pretend that it's not, but maybe it's because of their upbringing. You know, men are used to being told, "Mtoto mjinga wewe, unakaa kama babako," you know, those type of things. But men are not necessarily brought up to be told, "Eh, ni kijana mzuri," you know, and stuff like that. So at first it may be awkward. But I think it's extremely important because as men, we in turn will be able to feel good about ourselves. Once we feel good about ourselves, then we can create environments for other people to feel good about themselves as well.
I'm going to ask this, and it's just 20 seconds that you have. Is it easy for men to affirm other men? I've just moved it a little bit.
Well,
is it easy for men to affirm other men? Or do men...
I think it's easy for secure men to affirm other men.
Because I was going to, because men sometimes, you know, in trying to affirm you, then he teases you.
Hey, Buddha Mazee, John Nakucheki, hey. And he wouldn't even say what he's checking. Nakucheki, hey. That's all they'll say. You know?
It also depends on the relationship that you guys enjoy between each other. If you guys are close friends, you know, it's easy, man. Hey, you're shati. But you know, we never really say anything. You know,
we avoid the heart of the matter.
like I'd never tell you that's a nice shave. I'd say, hey, mazee kinyozi yako ameenda shule.
But, you know, or telling another guy, "Oh, you have nice eyes." Never. Guys would never do that, you know?
All right, we're taking a short break right over now. We'll come back and pick up again with the topic that we have today. We're talking currently, we'll have another topic. We're talking about the languages of love. Well, you keep the conversation going. KTN Life and Style is the hashtag. Talk to Pastor Chris, the hashtag. Remember to follow us at KTN Life _Style for both Twitter and Instagram. KTN Life and Style for Facebook. 22840 is our text message number. And we're coming to you from the Michael Joseph Center. So don't go anywhere. Keep it right here.